What's up, peeps? So it's been about a couple weeks now that we've been playing with the new health changes to Rebirth. And I'm one of those people that actually hate this health change, mostly because it affected a lot of the weapons, made snipers even worse, but most importantly, everybody is holding hands now. But we can sit here and complain, or you can take the second option, which is listen to my tips and tricks I'm about to give you guys, so you guys can start dropping more 20 bombs again. And with that being said, let's jump right into this video. So number one, that is going to be because of the health increase, we are now going to have to use the meta, right? I mean, the fastest killing weapons with really good recoil control. And here, I'm not going to bullshit you. I'm not going to give you a clickbait class. I'm just going to give you the best of the best. First off, when it comes to the assault rifle, SCG is still the best of the best. Really good recoil control, and not only that, really good TTK, but very importantly, this uses 60 round mag on this one with the 8mm, again, especially in Rebirth. And you will be able to down a full team and confirm them all with 60 bullets, which is one of the most important things. So again, this is the best assault rifle to use at the moment. Now, when it comes to the SMGs, we do have a couple options. Number one is definitely going to be the new X4 Blixen. This is the loadout I got for you guys. One of the best things about this is obviously if you run the 9mm, you can run this one. The Gorenko round mags is still the best one. You can run both of these, they're both pretty good, but obviously you can run the last one as well, and it will give you 54 mags, which is something really important because again, H4 kills really good, has really good recoil control, but as well has a large magazine. Now, for the people that don't have this unlocked, don't worry, this is still what I believe is the best SMG in the game right here, and it's a Type 100. This one combined with the 36 round mag just kills super fast, and even though it only has 36 bullets, this one is able to down one player, confirm him, and down another player. Now, here for the barrel, a lot of people like to run the rapid barrel, but I just like having my Type 100 be able to beam so I do not miss a single shot. Now, something that I did mention in my perks video, if you guys want to check that video out, it will be in the screen right now, but Quick Fix did get kind of a buff here with the health. If you guys didn't know, Quick Fix, when you down enemies, confirm them, or when you played up, your health starts regenerating the second that you do that. Before, obviously, with 100 HP, it would only regenerate 100 XP. But now with more health, Quick Fix regenerates obviously even more health than it used to. So Quick Fix is now a really good perk that you should want to run if you want to be aggressive. Now let's get into the general tips and tricks of the gameplay. How do you play, right? So obviously tip number one is going to be everybody is holding hands. So information is going to be your most important ally here. What I mean by the information, if you guys are playing in the TikToker lobbies or the YouTubers that use VPN and you know they can 1v2 and the guys aren't shooting back at them, that's bullshit, right? That ain't gonna happen. If you're playing in the normal lobbies, right, where people aren't bots and they actually know how to shoot at you, and you got two people right in front of you, you ain't gonna win. Doesn't matter if you hit every single headshot and both enemies, you are not going to win with this new health. So what do I say information is the most important thing? Using UAVs, snapshot grenades, heartbeat sensors, obviously, I don't condone this, but heartbeat sensors are still pretty good. And your friends' communication. It is very important that you know where your enemies are located. Why is this very important? Because you know who to attack. If you see two enemies that are really close together, you do not want to attack them. You want to take down the enemies that are by themselves. But now, let's get into what if you just can't, right? What if you have to take those two enemies that are there? What if they come out the door and they're both together? What do you do in that situation? Well, we got two options right now. Number one is going to be run, right? The first second that you see two dudes coming out the door, like you're shooting at one dude, the second dude's come out the door, stop shooting immediately at that first dude and leave, because you are not going to win that gunfight. Trust me, again, like I said, if the guy is not the fucking bot that you see on TikTok, if he's a decent player, even if he only shoots at your fucking legs, you are not going to win that fight. So again, you're shooting at that dude, his boyfriend comes through the door holding hands, you see him, you immediately leave, right? You would leave. Why? The tip that you want to do is you try to separate him. You try to run away so that you can catch one of them off guard or one of them went a different way, but that is what you try to do. Tip number three that you want to do is you want to deal as much damage as possible before you go into the fight. So when they're chasing you, use very important Semtex. For me are the new meta. I mean, they've been meta for me for a while, but Semtexes are really good. Using that MK11 launcher is also really good, even though it's a little bit toxic. Again, people holding hands deserve to be grenade launched. Now, even though this won't kill them with one shot again, because the launchers are now a little bit worse because of the health increase, it's still really good because before you go into a building, like when everybody's holding hands, you're all holding corners and stuff like that, super important to throw a Semtex in there, throw that MK11 launcher, whatever launcher you want in there, and take as much health away that you can from enemies. This is what's really gonna give you the edge. So the second you see an enemy running away, even if you know you're not gonna kill him, take a couple shots at him, throw some grenades in there. Super important to take as much damage away you can away from the enemy. Now we're moving on to our final tip. Yes, you can be a god player in the TikTok plays again with the bodies and stuff like that, but the truth is, especially if you're playing Rebirth trios or Rebirth quads, anything like that, it is very important that now, I mean, the only way to counter people holding hands, right? Like, I mean, they holding hands like hardcore, right? They pushing together is one after another. The only way to do this is you gotta bring your boyfriend of yourself, right? You gotta bring your homeboy with you. That's the only way to do it. To tell you the truth, it's the hardcore truth. You cannot beat him by yourself. So very important. Bring your homeboy with you. Now, with a homeboy, it's still possible. Now with that boy that you got by your side, you can still do 2v3s, 2v4s and stuff like that, but you definitely need the extra weapon so you can keep interchanging. And that's something very important. Interchanging, meaning that you shoot their teammates a couple times first, they take your armor away, you switch with your teammate starts shooting at them. While he's shooting at them, what you want to do is while you're plating up, you try to flank him and try to get him from another side. Super important. So again, this is playing with your teammate in a good way, right? Not holding hands exactly where you're both shooting at the same dude, but do swaps. That's one of the most important things. Remember, you shoot them, they break your armor, your teammate comes, while your teammate's distracting him and while you're plating up and running, go ahead and flank the enemy. That is the best thing you can do right now. And again, just a general tip I got for you guys as well is you really gotta slow it down to get those big 20 bomb gameplays. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but either the games are completely over, like, I mean, there's like 15 minutes left in the game and there's only 10 people left, or there's still 30 people left in the game, but everybody's camping. So you really got to slow down the pace, and this is why I hate it. Before, Rebirth was a lot more aggressive, a lot faster, but now with the health increase, now with Serpentine as well, just being able to shoot people for a lot longer, you got to take the pace down a lot. That's why using snapshots, using UAVs is super important. Learn where those solo players are, learn what teams you can get, throw a couple nades in there where the players are so you can take as much damage away from them and then go push. And again, communicate with your partner, push with your homeboy, and that way you will get back to getting 20 bombs. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know what other tips you guys got for anybody in the chat. Peace out, everybody, and I'll see you all on the next one.